still left. Happy to watch you, BD cut. Oh, what the F? People all over the world are going crazy. Because an NBA guard who is 5 hit a step back 3. More than 300,000 views in just a few hours. This is how Yuki Kawamura is making a difference. But this isn't just one shot. He's already making history as the 4th Japanese player to ever play in the NBA. His story is going crazy. He went from being an MVP in Japan to a fan favorite in Memphis. Want to know what's shocking the basketball world about this player? The whole story is here. Think about this. The Pro League in Japan. Yuki Kawamura is that person. He's not just good, he's crazy. In the span of a few short years, this guy went from being a high school star to a B-League hero. His rise is like something from a movie. He tore up high school courts, then moved up to the B-League and kept going. Get excited. Excited Yuki, yes, he's happy. You may be thinking, well, he's 5'8", but this is where things get crazy. His numbers are crazy. 20 or more points and 8 assists every game. That's better than good. That's stuff for MVPs. What's crazy is NBA scouts looked at Kawamura and said, nope, he's too small. It's hard to believe that they didn't believe him even after seeing his amazing stats. That didn't stop him. He just said, I'll show them they're wrong, and boy, did he ever. The Memphis Grizzlies chose to take a chance on this big star from Japan. They saw what he could do and thought, maybe size doesn't matter after all. Also, I want to say that the people went crazy. When Kawamura walked on the court, the FedEx Forum should have been loud. We want Yuki chants could be heard all over the stadium. They had never seen anything like it before. The best part is that Kawamura not only made it to the NBA, but he also signed a deal with the Grizzlies that lets him play for both teams. He beat the chances, showed those who didn't believe him wrong, and proved that heart can beat height. Like David going up against Goliath but with a basketball instead of a gun. It's not just a cool story how Kawamura went from being the best player in Japan to being a loser in the NBA. And it shows that you can get anywhere if you work hard and have the skills. Now he's not only in the NBA, but every game he plays makes history. Basketball fans should be careful, because Yuki Kawamura is here to stay. When Kawamura played his first game in the NBA, everything changed. The crowd went crazy. Who are the opponents? They didn't understand. Yuki Kawamura was going to show the world what he could do on November 3, 2024. It only took 3 minutes and 34 seconds. That was all Kawamura needed to leave his mark. He gave his first NBA assist against the Houston Rockets, but it wasn't any old assist. The last points of the game for the Grizzlies came from a layup set up by Kawamura. There were already conversations going on, but Yuki was just beginning. What's really crazy? Kawamura's first basket in the NBA. That wasn't just any shot, not at all, against the Wizards of Washington. Also, the internet went crazy. In less than an hour, that video got more than 300,000 hits. Crazy, but Kawamura wasn't done upsetting the NBA. Do you remember that I said he would pass? At least he showed off a behind-the-back pass that made everyone gasp. The defenders were turning around to see where the ball went. And just like that, another funny Kawamura scene went viral. People all over the internet loved Yuki. This 5'8" guard was making fans and experts go crazy because he played like he'd been in the league for years. People asked, did you see what Yuki just did, and posted about it. For someone Kawamura's size, you might think he would have a hard time in the NBA. But his shot is out of this world. Mark Tatum, the deputy commissioner of the NBA, even said that Kawamura's shot lets him play with the big guys. Seeing a real-life David fight a court full of Goliaths is like being in the Bible. Kawamura does more than just play in the NBA. He changes the game. The NBA of today doesn't care about size, as shown by his unique style, flashy plays, and clutch shots. It's all about heart and skill. And that unique thing you can't teach. What about Yuki Kawamura? He has it all in spades. Another star was watching from the stands while Kawamura was making waves on the floor. What did Ja Morant think of Yuki's first points? It spread more quickly. They then took a three-point shot, but that was just the start of an unlikely friendship that's taking the NBA by storm. Morant took Kawamura under his wing as soon as he joined the Grizzlies. It's like they clicked right away. When Jaws met Yuki for the first time, he looked like this. Surprise and thrill all at once. Fans loved that video so much that they couldn't stop talking about the surprising pair. Now though, things get really interesting. Someone got practice video out that showed Kawamura keeping up with Morant. Do you believe it? Those who are powerful. People talked about it all the time. Morant is so pleased with Kawamura that he has become his biggest fan. During games, Ja can be heard yelling directions from the bench to help Yuki find her way around the court. It seems like he really wants Kawamura to do well. Do you remember when Yuki scored his first NBA goal? Because he was hurt, Morant was right there watching from the hallway. Ja went crazy when Kawamura's shot went in. He was shouting and jumping around like he had just won a title. Then that quote went viral on the internet. "Hey, that's my dog, he acts like a dog." The best part though, that touching hug between Morant and Kawamura after the game. It was clear that it was very important to both of them because Yuki called it a special moment. It had nothing to do with basketball alone. It was about getting along, being friends, and breaking down walls. Kawamura's game is getting better and better thanks to Morant's help. You can see that Yuki is getting braver and more sure of herself with each play.